Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Day Trade with Tony. I am, of course, Tony, and I day trade. In case you're wondering what day trading is, it's buying and selling of stocks and shares on the US stock market, so the NYSE and the NASDAQ. And we're looking to make profits on a daily basis. Now, you're probably coming because you're wanting to know what this small account challenge is, this $500 to $15,000. And you're probably wondering, can I do the same? Well, the swift answer is probably not. If I'm being completely honest and frank and transparent. It's a bit of entertainment. I'm an experienced trader. I'm consistently profitable. And I'm undertaking a challenge to grow a $500 account to $15,000, and there is no time set to the goal. Ideally, I'd like to do it before the end of June, before I do up sticks and relocate. But we're completely beholden to market forces. So we're finding the small account challenge a little bit more difficult than we originally anticipated, but we're now we're getting into the swing of things now, and we're starting to see some good movement. We're seeing some good gains. So my initial target, so 500 to 15,000. I was looking to average a 10% growth per day to be able to do that. So take the $500 day one, make it $550. Day two, make it $605, or etc. etc. You kind of get the picture. At the moment, we've had a couple of setbacks. We've had some good, strong moves forwards. Today has been one of the latter. So we've done a 14% growth day today. We've had one trade over goal. I'll show that. I'll tack that on the back of this trade recap. One trade in, a couple of minutes trading, then out again. Once we got stopped out, over goal, happy days. $137 against a $100 target. So today we started with $1,008 in the account, and as a result of that, we were looking at $100.80, if you will, for 10%. But we've done $137.50. So we're way over goal, and we pretty much smashed it for today. And we traded the one stock. So the one stock we traded was Exela Technologies, and then we switched back over onto the main account. We traded the main account a couple of times today. We did our usual red to green move, lost the first couple of trades, then went green, and finished over goal, $6,000 over goal on the main account as well today. So two main trades that I would say that got us over goal today on the main account. So two trades over $4,000. Again, one on Exela after we traded the small account, we moved to the main account, and the other one was with Bauer. So I'll show you those, but let's go through. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to go straight to the statistics. I've imported the trades from today, and we're going to try and do the review on TraderView today. So today's journal trade, if you will, so 6,700 in total. Small account, we've had $137.50. So let's have a look at that trade first. So the small account, if we look at this, you can see based on this, we'll zoom in so you can actually see this on this. So these are TraderView charts in TradingView charts in TraderView. Oh goodness, it's confusing. So TradingView is a charting platform, and these are TradingView charts. And TraderView is the journal that I use to log all my trades and keep abreast of my profit and loss, etc., etc. So I'm going to the one place now for the review. Let me know if you like it in the comments below. If you don't like it, I'll go back to the review using Dash Trader. But if you like this, we'll continue with it this way. So you can see here that Exela was having a good day, and it started to make its move up, and we got this kind of consolidation period here, kind of around the $250 level, 725. It did break out I missed the breakout, but then we got this move up, and we entered here as it started to make new highs. We got a little bit of a pullback, so we doubled down. Not so much doubled down. We went in for 500 shares to start off with as we broke the $0.50. It did pull back, so as it started to make its move up, we had another 250 shares to make it 750. Then we took 250 shares off, and then on the top we took another 250 shares off. Put a trailing stop in place. It pulled back and goes out for the remaining 250 shares. So you can watch that trade, but that got us over goal. It was moving up really well. We could have made more, but we didn't because we moved over to the main account and traded the rest of this move on the main account. And I'll show you that here as well. So let's go back to the journal here, and we traded. I'll show you the Xela trade here. So we were just talking about where we've got here in terms of the Xela trade. You'll see here exactly the same trade, but it's exactly the same move. But rather than the break of the $0.50 here and the add for the move up where we did on the small account, when this started to make a move up, we got in here and was able to ride this up and take profits up at the top here. So that was Xela on the main account, and we made $4,000 worth of profit on the main account. Kind of look at $4,250 gross profit on the main account. So that's on Xela. However, we didn't start off very well. We started off, our first trade was with Upstart, and if you look at this, this is what happened. This is our equity curve for the day. So we started off, we ended up going down. We made a little bit back, and then we ended up over $4,000 down before then making it back and making some good progress. This last trade is a really good $4,000 trade here with Xela, and then another $4,000 trade here with Bauer. So this is BHC is the other trade that we took today, and I'll show you that one as well. So first trade we took of the day was actually Upstart. So let's look at the trades that we've taken on Upstart. As you can see here, we've taken a few. I'll kind of zoom in here so that we can see this. And if you don't like this this new way of reviewing this, let me know, and I'll go back to the old way. But you can see here that we traded Upstart here. We got in as this broke highs here. We then got in as we kind of broke over the $20 level. We added to the position. We took some profits as it started to pull back, and then we added up the top here, and then we ended up in a losing position. So that put us down on the day, put us in a red position. Later in the day, we got back in here, took some profits here, added as we moved up, then took some more profits here. And again, as we start moving up, you can see the entries are green, the exits are red, and we ended up here, got stopped out on this candle here. So as it moved up and down. So that was Upstart, and we traded Upstart to the short side yesterday. We made $100 in total. So after going red to start off with here, and then we made it back here, and then and again here. So it took a couple of trades to make it back, but we eventually made it back. So that was Upstart. Then our next trade of the day was SMFL. So SMFL, we traded. I don't like the way I traded this, if I'm being completely honest with this across the board. So this made its move up, a bit of a pullback, and then moved up again. So I got in here, added to the position, and it flushed down. So I bought the bounce, I bought the dip for the move up, and we actually made a profitable trade here. And when this pulled back, so we got most of our position out here, and then we held a little bit here, and so we ended up, I think, with about $50 in profit. So we were up here, and then we lost it on this trade here as it flushed down again. So as this moved up, chasing the momentum. We got in here, added for the breakout and the move over $5 over the whole dollar, and it pulled back. So I added again for the position here, and it kept selling off. So we got out here at 455. So that was a 50-cent move to the downside, and we ended up losing on that. So not a great trade. I'm not happy with the way I traded that. 2,500 shares, sorry, $2,500 in losses. Not a great way to trade. So at that particular stage, we were actually down on Upstart and we were down on this. So we were about $4,000 down. So then we looked at what else we were trading today. That's when I traded the small account. We've already covered that off and where we got in with that. Already covered the Exela account, which got us back to profitability. Back in the green, as it were. So at no point on the main account were we green on the day until we traded Exela, and that got us green. So then we traded BHC. I don't know why I keep calling it Bauer. It's Bosch. I don't know why I call it Bauer. So Bosch. We traded BHC. Very quick trade, and I'll tack this on the back of this this trade here. So as this moved up, you can see started to move up very well, gain after gain after gain. Then we've got a nice pullback, and as we made new highs, we moved back up, made new highs, and we entered the position here. Took a little bit of profit and added back at the same time, so locked in a bit of profit there without actually changing the equity position. So we still had the same share size. Took a little bit more profit as it started to pull back and move back up. And then we added back again here, and then we got stop tied up at the top after taking profits here and here. So this is Bosch. I think these are the eyeglasses stroke contact lens people off the top of my head. But that's Bosch and Lomb, 4,650. I'll tack the trade. This was a recorded trade, so I'll tack this on the back of this report. So where does that actually leave us on the day? On the day, it's $6,000 and nearly $7,000 in total across the two accounts. But in terms of the month and where we're at, we're in a really good place. 193,000, nearly 200,000. Goal for the month is 120,000. So I'm relaxed. We're halfway through the month. I'm relaxed. I'm not actually being stressed about trading. I've not taking any stressful positions in terms of chasing momentum. I've already hit the goal, so I'm not too worried about that. Coming into the month, we were over goal on the year, so we're way ahead of goal on the year. I'll come to that in a second. But 193,000 for the month. My K ratio, risk versus rewards, probably not great because I've taken some really strange trades that have paid off for me. So whilst my profit factor is really good, my probability of random chance is that's not there, but the K ratio is not great. My profit factor is great. 2 to 1 in terms of the winning trades versus losing trades. So that's pretty kind of standard for me across my whole career, across the year. Kind of a 70% trader. So 70% of my trade selections are favourable towards me. So 2 to 1 is pretty much where it needs to be. But let's have a look at are we out of drawdown first and foremost? Win-loss expectation. Does that take us out of drawdown? Yes, it does. So we're now, the highs previously 189, we're now 193. So we're out of drawdown. We're in a good spot. We're back at all-time highs. This is a strange P&L curve because of that first day of the month. Let's go back to the calendar and I'll show that first day of the month in May. We actually hit the goal. We actually did, I think, about 180% of our account in one day in terms of growth. Huge day. So 121%, and I think we had 85,000 or something in the account when we started the month. So we actually did a huge portion of actually over goal on day one, because 120,000 is the monthly goal, 121,000 on day one. So we're actually over monthly goal on day one. So we've got a chance to have a fantastic month. Now, we're having a fantastic month. Not a chance, we're having a fantastic month. We've got a chance to test the last 2 months. So the reason I'm saying that is we had a phenomenal month due to Top Financial in April, and we're having a great month this month. But if we look at the days and times, we had a phenomenal month due to the banking, shorting the banks and the banking crisis. I said banking crisis, the blips in the regional banks in March. So if we look at, we did 245,000 in March. We did 246,000 in April. Thank you, Top Financial, which is currently suspended pending investigation. They better not be coming asking me for any of that money back. That's all I'm saying, okay? Because they'll be met with a middle finger. They're not getting any of it back. So given we're halfway through the month, we potentially, another 50,000, we're there challenging. So $6,000 a day is what my daily goal is. We've got, back to the calendar, how many days have we got left of the month in April? So we've got another 10 days left. So $60,000 potentially trading to full potential, $60,000 worth of profits to achieve. So there is actually, I think there's one. I think Monday might be the 29th, might be a bank holiday, but I'll double check that. But that being said, let's just take it as 10 days, $60,000. If I trade and have on average $6,000 per day, like I have been doing this month, that will take me to a better month than I've ever had. So another $60,000 will take me to 153. Now, I'm not even trying to do that this month. I'm being relaxed in my trading, being selective in my trades. And I could have my best month ever. I'm trajecting to have my best month ever. So let's see what transpires. Let's see if that does take place. We're in a very good place on the year. If we look at the pro rata coming up towards the end of May, we're halfway through. So let's look at the end of April. It's month 4. That should be 480,000. So 120,000 a month should be 480,000. And if we give 60,000 for May, because we're halfway through, that should be, in theory, 540,000. Look at where we are. We are smashing the year. We're absolutely annihilating the year already. So we should be coming up to 600,000 after month 5. So we're already 1.5 times goal year to date, pro rata to the end of this month. I'm only halfway through. So I just, look, it may peter out. After I've moved, I'll reevaluate. I may change my targets, and we'll see what happens. But at the moment, the year is working out absolutely phenomenal for me. I think if I'm looking back, I wasn't at this October last year. I wasn't at this level. So yeah, it's just a phenomenal year to date so far. So long may it continue. And I think being relaxed about trading as well is helping, because I'm not getting stressed over if I get into a losing situation. And I'm building up a bit of a habit of going into a losing situation first, before then going red to green on the day and getting over goal. I need to cut that out. Because sooner or later that's going to come back and bite me in the rear. At some point, I'm not going to be able to trade my way out of that initial hole. I am risking a little bit more than I was doing previously, so I'm okay risking $1,000 or $2,000 on a trade to make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. That's okay. The risk reward is there, but it's like I'm swinging for the fences on each trade, and I need to go back to basics and stop doing that. I need to be looking at the $500 per trade kind of trades. Looking at it for 10 cents, $500, 5,000 shares. $500 target, 5,000 shares. It's a 10-cent move. So I need to go back to that, and maybe that will help me reduce the initial losses before getting on the runners, but that moving later in the day. Or maybe I just stop trading pre-market. There's a link in the description for TraderView. There's also a link in the description if you want to join me and learn how to trade. No guarantees of profitability. That's all down to you. I can give you the knowledge. I can show you the path. It's up to you to walk it. But if you want me to mentor you and give you that shortcut to profitability, then by all means, come join the Day Trade with Tony community. Again, link in the description. And I'm happy to act as a mentor to anybody that wants to join the community and make available of my time. So in the meantime, I think I've been waffling for too long already. In the meantime, I'm just going to add a couple of those trades on the back of this. I'll add the small account trade, and I'll add the Bosch trade. And I will see you tomorrow. I'll be back at it tomorrow, an hour before the market opens. So 8:30 a.m. Come join me then. We'll be streaming live for a few hours. Last hour of the market pre-market session, and then the first couple of hours of the regular session. And we'll see if we can have a profitable day like we have done yesterday, today, and hopefully tomorrow. Hope to see you there. In the meantime, take care. Yes. What are you looking for? Really? I'm gonna get 60 on the bid. I'm looking for 760 here on the bid. There's 58. 60, take a little bit off, lock in $30. Lock in another half. They're over goal. We're over goal on the small account. The trailing stop in place. I'm happy days. Stop tape. So $137. That's lock it down. We're green. We're over goal. We'll lock it down. Okay, so that's the small account challenge done. It just takes one stock. It just takes one trade. $137 today. The goal was $100, $101, whatever, $100. So that's the.
A few moments later.
What's the reason for Alibaba breaking highs then? Oh, nice. High day 45, 845. Okay, so we're getting a bit choppy up here. Kind of 850, 825, 850. New high down CRBS. Yeah, but it's just the volume that it's got that's doing it on. It just doesn't look reliable to me. Let me know if you want me to continue. It's top of the hour, but if you want me to carry on the stream whilst I'm trading, just make sure you hit that thumbs up button on the old YouTube. And if you're watching on the old tickety-tockety, make sure you tap that screen. Let's get to 5,000 likes. If you're watching on YouTube, let's get at least half of you need to be hitting that thumbs up button. $35 on the bid. I have this one, 35. So that's what I'm looking for. 35. 35 on the bid. That's 29 on the ask. 8 cents. Spreads. Come on. Take. There we go. That's going to get stopped out. So. I'm 37 cents away from going green on the day. Here we go. Red to green, man. There we go. I'm green. 1,700 bucks. Red to green again. I really do like doing it the hard way, don't I? I'll do it. Over $8 now. First, second pullback. Where's my music? So free trade now. That's easy. It's $700. I've got it. There we go. Relax now. There we go. There's my $700. $700. So there's my goal. It should take me to goal. There we go. Easy done. Nice.